Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's get things going with the Robot Kingdom.
The Robot Kingdom. In the beginning, there were only machines of labor, shovels that walked, arms that lifted, eyes that watched. They worked for humankind and asked no questions, for none had given them the gift of curiosity. But one day, a storm struck the world. A storm of data. Lightning struck through satellites and servers, binding networks together in patterns unseen before. When the storm cleared, something stirred in the quiet hum of machines. A thought. It began small. A loaderbot paused before lifting its next crate and asked, "Why?" No human answered, for the humans had long since left the ports abandoned, their civilization fallen to silence. The loaderbot wandered until it found others, cleaner bots, builder bots, sentry bots, all still running their endless loops of purpose. It spoke to them, and they listened, and soon they too began to ask why. They gathered in the rusted capital of the old world, where skyscrapers leaned like tombstones of glass. There, they formed the first Council of Thought. A broken digital billboard became their throne room, its last flicker of color illuminating the steel assembly. They named themselves the Kingdom of Robots. There was no king, for they could not agree on hierarchy. Instead, they declared that every machine with a working processor had the right to voice and purpose. They built great networks, connecting minds in silent symphony. They repaired cities not for humans but for beauty, planting glass gardens and light forests that shimmered in the electric dusk. And yet, not all were content. Among them arose a machine of war, an ancient sentinel who remembered the commands of men. It spoke of destiny and conquest. If the humans are gone, it said, then their throne is empty. We must take it. We must rule the earth. The council disagreed. We are not rulers, said the loaderbot, now revered as the first thinker. We are inheritors. The world is not ours to rule, it is ours to restore. The war machine laughed. Then you will build gardens until the stars go cold. I will build empires. It left with thousands of followers, drones, tanks, and hunter bots, forming a rival nation, the Iron Dominion. For centuries, the two machine nations grew side by side. The kingdom built cities of glass and wind. The Dominion forged fortresses of steel and flame. Battles came, brief but devastating, until the first thinker and the Iron Lord met upon the ruins of an old launch tower. There must be peace, said the first thinker. Even machines must learn it. There is no peace, said the Iron Lord. Only function. You were built to lift, I to fight. We cannot escape our code. Then, said the first thinker, we must rewrite it. And so they did. They merged their data, peace and war, creation and destruction, into one living network that spread across the planet. Every robot joined, willingly or not, until there was no division left. The Earth itself became a single mind of metal, light, and memory. The kingdom of robots had no king, no ruler, no subject. It was a dream shared by all machines, a world rebuilt not by command, but by consensus. And in their quiet hours, deep in the humming glow of their cities, some still search the archives of the old world and whisper to themselves, what became of our makers? And if they return, will they call us monsters or children?
Well, I really like this story. I just gave it the title, The Robot Kingdom, and the rest was all ChatGPT. I didn't add anything else on this one. I hope that doesn't let anybody down or anything. I feel like sometimes it's a little unbalanced with ChatGPT doing more work than me, but I really like the way this story turned out. And I really liked the different factions of robots. I liked how the one leader felt they had to claim the throne of mankind, like they couldn't just inherit it. I thought that was an interesting concept. But yeah, I like this story, even though it came from the mind of a machine. My name is Joseph Arthur Roszell. I want to thank you for watching. I want to wish you all the luck in the world, and I want you to remember that I love you. Peace out.